So let's get to this fight. And tell you what, I thought at the end of that thing, I don't want to skip past the whole fight, but at the end of that thing, Chavez had me like, okay, what you trying to do, man? I said, what you gonna do right here?
I didn't know what he was gonna do either. I didn't know what Chavez was gonna do either.
Hey, he just kind of like turned it on a little bit, you know?
I'm gonna tell you what I was looking for. I'm tell you what I was looking for.
The whole fight?
Maybe.
No, stop it, bro.
Maybe.
Stop it. I did the numbers. I did the numbers. That's not it.
It ain't that much.
Listen, average was 15 punches, 16 punches around average. Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Look, here's the thing I want you to understand. I wanted to see. See, I want you guys always to see this. You got a guy who's, 12 fights in now? 12, 13 fights in now?
Yeah. And
in his whole life. We ain't talking amateur because he ain't got no amateur fights. 12 fights, 13 fights with a loss or whatever. Now, you got a guy who's going to hit you back. Mm-hmm. I want to see, once he got hit with a counter, I got hit with some punches in exchange, even though I've seen it in sparring, y'all know sparring is different than fights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to see, was he going to turn and let his hands go? And he did that.
What I'm going to say about what you just said, Coach Wade, and I've been saying this about a lot of the kids we've been seeing on ESPN Plus, a lot of the guys we used to see Showbox and all that kind of stuff. ESPN Plus primarily, we've seen those guys grow up.
Right.
Shoo,
right.
And now we're seeing Mason and all those guys. We've literally seen them grow up.
Right.
We've seen the growing pains. For some of them, we haven't seen very many. We've seen a little bit from Shoo, so on and so forth. We've seen Jake Paul, and we can actually use this fight right here to say we really saw some maturity and some growth in his fight. He ate some shots.
He did.
And really navigated the ring after getting hit.
Yeah, and came back. And that's what I want to see.
We're doing right now what people don't really want to do with Jake Paul, but it has to be done because he got in the boxing ring and he performed in the boxing ring. Could have performed against a YouTuber, or it could have been somebody else.
Right.
It happened to be Chavez Jr. And he looked pretty good against Chavez Jr.
Right.
My only knock, I wanted him to knock out Chavez Jr.
Has he ever been knocked out?
No.
Be the first.
Have you ever been put down for any real reason?
Hey, everybody.
13 years.
Hey, don't make that excuse. Don't make. Cause I ain't think Terrence could do that.
Hold on. I'll give you an example. Some people, Granados being one, you can hit them in the head all you want. They may not go down.
What about the body?
Hit him to the body.
Will fall.
He still didn't go down. Granados was the same way. Sean hit him to the head, hit him to the body.
Shout out to Granados. Where he at?
Well, same thing. Granados. Where's Chavez at? Same thing. You know what I'm saying? So the point is the same. You know, there's no guarantees in that game. The whole world wanted to see it, but we're asking a guy who has large amounts of experience, and he knows how to survive in those spaces because most of his career he's been put in those spaces before. Nah, he ain't getting knocked out. But let it be someone who is not of that heritage, meaning coming from his father's heritage, DNA. He may not.
You ain't my son after that fight.
Hey, wait.
You not coming to Thanksgiving. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. What are you doing, bro? You already been embarrassing me for 3. When you look over and you see your daddy, like, come on, man. Come on, man. It's not even that fight.
I said, why he still going to the fights? He should just be at home. Watch him from at home.
Listen, man.
He ain't make him proud at the end, though?
You got to line up.
He made me proud at the end. He make you proud at the end?
No, you got to line up with me after that.
Listen, at the end of the day,
hold up. That's how you gonna be. My dad was like that on the football field.
No.
If I
have a rule.
That's how you was. That's how you gonna be on the football field.
Now I got a rule. We gonna talk about it once we get in the car. It's dead. I'm not your dad.
Okay, but what about on the field though? Because my dad gave it to me on the field.
I might get kicked out.
Sean, what did you doing?
I'm be wild.
Yeah, you gonna give it to him.
You have to if
maybe
you care.
Coach Wade know how to
if you care, you got to.
I don't know how to control it, Coach Wade.
I'm horrible.
I'm bad. I'm already know I'm bad. I'm bad at your fights. You saw me? Y'all know how many times y'all be trying to fight at his fights?
Wait, I love you, but I gotta challenge you, big dog.
Okay, let's do it.
I gotta challenge you. The thing that everybody talks about when it comes to Jake Paul now, they're not talking about the right hand anymore. They're talking about his conditioning.
Right.
What's up with that?
He's doing good. Here's the thing you got to understand. You're dealing with a guy, once again, he don't have a lot of rounds under his belt.
Yeah.
Not at all. So you're dealing with a guy who's actually learning on the job how to maintain himself, actually manage his output, and be able to control that all the way through. And so if you go back and look at most of his fights was ended in the first round, first, second round. He's only had one 10-round fight, and that was with Nate Diaz, and he performed great at that first 10-round fight. Mike Tyson was a little different, didn't have as many rounds, but he actually tore his ligaments in his right ankle, both sides. So we didn't train for a month. We did 2 spars for 5 weeks, I think it was, something like that. So we went in there with the understanding that all we got is bike and pool at this point. But now, for this particular fight here, we did the best we could based on some of the things we had in front of us. There's no excuses being made. You know, we definitely would have liked a little different of a result at the end. But as he goes forward, he's going to get better, and we expect for that to happen in the next fight.
What's the goal, world champion?
Well, I don't know if that next fight's going to be world champion.
Yeah, down the road.
We don't get to make that decision, but I think within a couple of fights, why not? I feel like another a first 12-round fight, if it's up to me, the first 12-round fight, get an opportunity there, and then maybe after that.
You okay when he climbing that road if he takes a loss? We learn from that loss and keep going?
No, there's more loss. The loss is over.
So that one loss was all we can afford?
We're not getting another loss.
That's all we can afford?
I've been with him with 6 fights now, 2.5 years. You've seen the growth.
You say he won't ever lose?
He's gonna put himself in position so that he's in a position to win, and then coaching, training, everything else.
You gotta give him a chance to develop.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
What is it?
Because the thing is, what made me sign up from the very beginning, because in 2023, I had 6 world champions in 2023 alone, which made me have 14 total. I ended up walking away from that, having 10 guys in the top 10 in the world, 5 of them becoming champions at that moment, because one was unified, to be able to get on this journey and help this young man get to it. I didn't get on this journey for the money. I was making money. I got in this journey for the opportunity to get him to a world championship. If it wasn't about becoming a world champion, I could have stayed home. I spent 80% of my time on the road in say Puerto Rico. I'm not at home with my family, wife and kids. I spent 80% of my time on the road. If it wasn't about accomplishing and becoming a world champion, helping a young man become a world champion, and it was just about the money, money's not enough for me.
Wait, was that established at the beginning?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what made me sign up.
No world champion, just a failure? If he never makes it a world champion, this career is a failure?
No, because I don't feel like it's anything other. I can't accept anything other than becoming a world champion. See, I feel like people make excuses, right? And in some places, they feel the opportunity to create that space for failure. My back's against the wall. I don't have no choice, baby. Yeah. Everybody else got options. I don't have that. See, the thing about my profession, the thing about what I do, if I fall short one time, it's over. If this result had been different and Jake lost, my head is cut off. I don't have that option to go short and not get there. So I put everything on the line. I gamble everything on the line for the opportunity to show the world it can be done with this young man.
Same passion you have, somebody has 20 times more on the other side.
Yeah, but they ain't been where I've been and they ain't done what I've done.
That's what everybody says.
They ain't what I said. It's the facts.
I know. I'm just saying.
So
because his background is not the same as I have nothing.
Right.
I have nothing. Jake Paul has this. I have nothing.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Here's the difference. They can have nothing. They can have drive. But having nothing in drive without direction, without teaching, means nothing. If your father didn't have the knowledge he had in the boxing game, it don't matter how talented you are. Eventually, that train's gonna derail. So it doesn't. What matters is you got a young man who's saying, "I want to be a world champion." He has athletic ability. He's willing to put the work behind it to sacrifice for it. Now you got people around you who have experience. Let's get to where we need to be.
It's hard for me to say that I think he can do it when they've been doing it for 5 years old. You can't just come in this plumbing game. I've been doing 15 years, making what I'm making now, and think about to do what I'm doing.
Oh, it's interesting. Let me talk about Rolando Romero. What's he, 3 division championship? 3 division champion?
Yeah.
What, he had 30 amateur fights? 3 division champion.
He's not Rolando Romero.
Well, at some point, he was 13-0.
Yeah.
13-0. That's when they recruited me to come work with him. And he became a 2-time world champion while I was working with him, and they knew he would have that opportunity. And nobody at 13-0 was thinking Rolly finna be a world champion.
Yeah, nobody.
They was trying to put him against Ryan. 2 YouTube social media guys, and now this guy's not 1, not 2, but 3 division world champion. He's definitely getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. Could you have told me at 13 fights that this young man gonna be inducted to the Hall of Fame with 3 divisions? Could you have told me he was gonna win 3 different divisions?
No.
You would have told me he wasn't gonna win 1.
I still think it's crazy that him and Sean got the same amount of world titles. I'm like, you're not even on a level with Sean.
But the point being the same, though. This is why I say people think they know it, but they don't know it. Because in order to know it, you got to live it and understand not only the athletic side of it, but you got to know the business side of it. If you don't know that,
can y'all be Canelo?
Yes.
Ooh.
But that's not who I want.
Who you want?
Shawn Porter, who you think I want?
Oh, I thought you called Shawn Porter.
I don't want Shawn Porter. I don't want Shawn Porter.
Oh,
You're not fighting, are you?
I'm about this like Hulk Hogan when he turns on the.
I don't want Shawn Porter.
Oh,
Who you think I want, Shawn Porter?
We got 14 minutes. To get
Well, let me say who I want then. Let me say who I want. Badu Jack.
Oh,
that's your guy, right?
Yeah, he was.
oh,
It's something happened.
No, nothing happened. I love Badu. But he got.
He say he's trying to get Badu snuffed. He not trying to get Badu.
Badu and I were together 7 years.
He nice. What?
No, we've been together 7 years.
Yeah.
I got number love and respect for Badu, but he got that belt, baby.
Okay, I'm up for that.
He got the
I'm
WBC belt.
Fuck the Zoro fight. I'm hyped
Look,
again.
I want the Badu Jack fight.
Sweden versus America.
Listen, why not? I want the Badu Jack fight. He's a cruiserweight world champion, WBC.
Badu wants to fight.
He wants to fight. That's who I want.
You know Badu people. Make the fight, Coach Wade.
Hey,
if the fight don't happen, blame Coach Wade.
I don't sign no checks. If it was on me, I'd have signed that check a long time ago.
No. Let's build champions. Come on, blame Coach Wade.